Good evening, Andy. Thank you for joining us after this 0-0 draw at home to Curzon Ashton. Andy, another clean sheet. That's 20 clean sheets in 35 league games now, owed in part to a fantastic save deep in injury time from Jazz Singh. And another point on the board.
Yeah, I think I've just been speaking there. I think that is the one positive for me today is the fact it is another point on the board. Obviously Jazz was excellent. He made a couple of good saves first half as well. But there was a lot of positives today, really. I just said though, when you play as poorly as we did today, and I thought we were poor, against a team as good as them, to get a point is hopefully a point gain.
You did make some changes today for whatever reasons they would be. But Chris Ray starting, back in was Nathan Shakuna as well. But we still seem to be just lacking that bit of punch in the final third.
Yeah, I think you're dead right. I thought we didn't have enough, don't know if guile or enough energy in the final third, enough belief. I thought we started the game okay. I thought they looked like they'd come to play against a team at the top and they're a little bit wary, but because we were so passive, didn't really get going, took too many passes to get it in good areas, it sort of gave them, they sort of grew in confidence almost. And we've got to find a way to get back to our work with a bit more tempo, a little bit more, I don't know what the correct words are, but a bit, I don't know, we need to start playing a bit more on the front foot and be proud of where we are and take confidence from it. We had too many people off the pace today from the standards we've set, and like I said, we didn't create enough chances.
I think many people watching this interview back and they would appreciate the honesty, and I think that's what they were probably accusing the team of today. So it's good, it's refreshing to hear you say it.
Yeah, I think I'm always honest with football, and I say it is. And we weren't good enough today. That was not how we normally play. That's not the standards we've set. But it's a one-off sort of thing. The other night against Chorley, equally, I said that we played so well at times, created a lot of chances, deserved to win the game. Today, I think it's a point game because it wasn't very good, and we didn't ask enough questions of them. And we need to be better. We're going to have blips, and today was one for me. And it's nice to get a point when you have a blip, because 9 times out of 10, when you play as you did today, with not enough good players, not enough at the top of their game, you lose 1-0 at the last minute, and we haven't today. And for me, that's definitely a point gain.
It's probably worth, in the context of the afternoon and with what you're saying as well, just to focus on that save from Jazz in injury time as well. I know you pointed out a couple of saves earlier in the game, but he had his spotlight on ITV the other night, and he was very quick to obviously praise the team in front of him. But really today, it really was down to Jazz, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's a collective effort. You don't keep that many clean sheets just by him. And that's what he's trying to say, because we're very organised and they all put the shift in, they all get the bodies on the line, and that's part of it. But, the two saves, well, certainly the one first half when he's gone down low to his left and touched it round from the header, and the one near the end, that's him. It does, I can stand there and organise, but I'm not going to make saves like that. So, it's testament to him, and it's brilliant. And the good thing is, when he's been called upon, he jokingly said the other week he'd got all these clean sheets and not had anything to do in a lot of the games. Well, he has again today, and for me, he's earned us a point. He was one of the few that come out with any credit. There was 2 or 3 others who did okay, but for us to do well, we have to have 8 or 9 playing at the top of their game, and we didn't have that today. They know that. They're an honest bunch. They know that. And so we can go through the excuses. They've had some tough games, a lot of travel, heavy pitch at Chorley, and tough game at Hereford, and it's all true. But equally, it comes down to what they did today, and it wasn't good enough. But I'm not going to hang any much dry for that, because they've given me enough good performances. Today, they wasn't quite out. We didn't really get a grip to them. And they've got some good players. They've got really good movement, Kirsten. I mean, the 2 games we've played before have both been very similar today, decided by one chance. The first game we won 1-0, but again, Jazz was outstanding. And in the second game, they won by 1-0. So it was always going to be tight. And we have got excuse. I've got quite a few key players missing as well in key areas, so it was going to be tough. I knew that, and like I said, we've took a point and we move on.
Okay, well, we have a week before we play Blythe here next Saturday. A week is a long time in football, as one of the cliches, isn't it? I think we really are into that business end of the season now. Last 10 games to go. We've got a nice 10-point cushion, albeit Scunthorpe have got a game in hand. 10 cup finals is the cliche. But how important is it, Andy, to focus on each game as it comes?
Yeah, of course, everyone keeps saying about cliches, but it's not a cliche. They are cup finals, and I explained this the other night. Not just because we need to win, because everyone we play, whether they be fighting for avoid relegation, to get in the playoffs, to try and win the league, or if they're literally mid-table, nothing to play for, everyone wants to beat Tamworth because we're sitting top of the league. We've come into the league that no one gives us a chance to do very well in. Everyone thought we were making the numbers up, but we've actually, like you said, we're 7 points clear if Scunthorpe win their game in hand with 10 games to go. That's how well we've done. And so everyone then put us on a pedestal. They want to knock us off it. Of course they do. So every game is a cup final. That's great for us. I want us just to go and play the next one. That's next week against Blythe. We'll train this week, ready to go, and try and get another 3 points.
Are you hoping, Andy, to have a few more options with personnel, with a couple back off the injury list maybe, available for Blythe?
Yeah, I'm hoping so. Whether that materialises, I don't know. But certainly that would be nice to have a couple more bodies back. Of course it would, because a lot of these have played a lot of minutes. You know, I'm conscious of that. And so the way we play at high tempo, it does drain the body, and we train on Astro, which drains the body. So yeah, it does need freshening up in certain areas. But again, we're a little bit limited in certain areas today, and hopefully we can identify that ready for next week.
Okay, Andy, as always, thank you very much for your time.
No problem. Thank you.